Hi, this is Celia on the record with The Thing coming through Nashville for a show. And we're so grateful we got a show here, too, in the studio. Welcome, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was fun to play.
You said you haven't spent much time in Nashville, so this is cool. You seem like you should be a Nashville fixture, a Music City band. You were just in Austin for South by Southwest at the time of this recording. Rocked out multiple times, so having 2 a day is not a big thing for you, I imagine. But you're also dripping out singles for your next album, LP3. And did I read you're on a schedule of like 2 a month, just feeding them to us, force feeding until the full thing?
Yeah, exactly. Nailed it. We're putting out, this is our third album, and we're releasing, there's 12 songs on the whole album, but we're putting them out the second Friday of every month, and two singles at a time, A-side, B-side. So it'll all come together on in August. But
it's a fun way to do it. It's a fun way to consume it. What about you guys planning that out? You get pumped about which ones to choose, and pace it, or are they in actual order, chronological 1 through 12?
They're in chronological order, and
Sick.
It's pretty exciting for us because we're pretty proud of this album, and we made it with the intention of having it be a cohesive listen all the way through, and it's nice to put them out as singles because then each song gets the attention that it deserves, and people can listen all the way through, hopefully.
Yeah, here. I want to hear about recording. I understand the first couple records. I mean, you were not new to pace, right? Like quick pace as far as let's get in there, let's lay this thing down. So we're looking at staggering just a year apart. But what about the writing of these songs? When did they come together, and was it simultaneous with the recording? You really put that pressure on yourself.
Yeah, it was pretty simultaneous. We took about a month, I think, to just start going through ideas that we had, and then we bought a tape machine that broke pretty instantaneously, and we just kind of sat and gave us time to like workshop the songs and kind of keep adding to them together and that. But I think we ended up recording everything in like 4 or 5 days, and just kind of like writing, arranging during that time as well. So it's nice. We like to capture the energy just in that period, and that's how we like to do it.
Like same approach as the second one. Like let's not overthink this. Let's do it live. Couple takes and then we move on. Was that the same spirit of the thing?
Yeah, we kind of took it a step further than that because that was our mantra for the second album, and then for the third one we wanted to see how far we can push it, and we did the whole thing without a computer and wrote all the songs and then recorded them on tape in a matter of a few days. So it was just even a further challenge, but it was fun. It was fun to do.
Fun and immediately fruitful. And I'm loving these new songs so much. Dave's TV, it's not your fault, but I was going like 90 miles per hour on the way to work today, like pre-dawn. The energy of that one. Maybe use one of the 3 you played today as an example of how you've shaped these songs to get them down and be like, yes, that's done, right? Like, and collaborated, each of you, take vocals and move around on stage. I'm just curious about the process to produce so quickly, but also so collaboratively in a room.
Yeah, I think a lot of it's just we have an idea, and then we're all in the room together, and we all just write it cohesively and as one. So we'll start with like a riff or something, and then have a kind of general melody we're gonna put on that, and we're humming it out a little bit as we're all playing together, and then I think the arrangement just finds itself. Like we might try a few different iterations, and then we land pretty quickly on one.
And agree, like a democracy?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
Easy.
A little back and forth, but we all come to agree.
Yeah, it's good to everybody has a unique set of skills and can also kind of do every part of the process. So we dole different things out and we all come together, and it usually comes together pretty quickly.
I love it. Well, I understand you were a trio first and then picked up a sick jazz drummer. So tell me about rounding out as a quartet. What drew you to these guys and wanted to play, with this rock and roll band, really?
Yeah, it happened it just all really fell into place, honestly. It was like I talked to a friend about wanting to tour, then they ran into Zane, who had known this guy from college, and we were all in New York City now.
Sir Joey Haynes, we worked our first retail job together.
Thank you, Joey.
Yeah.
Retail friends never die. You know what I mean?
No, never.
In the trenches.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I got a message from Zane, I think, on Instagram, or Joey, or one of them, and then we played, and a week later we hit the road, and we haven't stopped on touring since then and writing albums, so it's been great.
And you've made it collectively the thing, right? Like this is the job. You are focused on this and making this work.
Yeah, we're full time.
Yeah, we talk a lot about diving headfirst into things and the importance of that.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to really give a good go at anything, you need to be committed and give it a go. And yeah, we all four made that decision.
Like send it. Let's do it.
Fully.
Which I'm sure it enables you to then plan tours and be like, everything's available to us, right? The world is your oyster. Like, yes, we'll say yes. I mean, is that true? I guess there are some limitations, physically speaking.
Yeah, I think we said yes a lot. The past couple of years, we did like 230, 250 shows in the past 2 years. So that was, it was great for us to kind of get our bearings and, yeah, just kind of put in the hours, especially with Lucas, like adding a member, getting us all like in the same headspace. And it's definitely proven to be fruitful, I guess. But now we're kind of more intentional. We want to definitely spend more time creating, less time in our van. But we're still touring full time. We still don't live anywhere yet. So we're just trying to, yeah, just kind of do as much as we can in this period that we have. We're all super lucky to have all of us 27, 28, all willing to go into that, which I think is super rare. So yeah, just trying to ride it as long as possible.
It's awesome is what it is. I mean, what could you give advice-wise so far for that endurance, like the stamina of that road life? And of course you want it. There's a lot of heart I saw on this stage, and I love seeing that. And a band that's been together for 3 years or 50 years, right? But what about the grind of it all, the actual like touring that readily?
Endurance. I feel like we don't think about it that much, right? I don't know.
Not really.
Maybe that's the answer
Just,
then.
we eat a lot of like Thai food, like curry. Maybe that like gives us the nutrients,
The
to keep
energy.
going. But yeah, I don't know. It helps that our music is like really like energetic, I guess.
Totally.
I don't know. I don't think we think about it a whole lot. We just love doing it.
It's so stimulating too. I mean, the people you meet on the tour are like places you get to, like we've gotten to see like pretty much, I think we're at 48 states. Like
Yeah, I guess like take little day trips when you can. Like we've gone to like national parks, and like that's nice to like see things that aren't like a dark nightclub or whatever.
Yeah, that's really important to try and experience.
Touch grass.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
experience things and get inspired.
Well, I mean, here we are, like in the middle of the country, you know, and Nashville's a thriving city. But I think a lot of people just idolize like New York City, like, oh, you never leave. Once you get there, you never leave. And you've actually done the reverse. Like, do you miss the city when you're not there? Because that's its own energy, right? Creatively.
Definitely miss the city when we're not there. It's crazy being around the country, and then we just went to Europe for the first time and did a month there, and it's there's so many beautiful places and so many cool things, but New York is kind of next level, and there's nothing exactly like it. Every time we drive back, usually late at night, it's just a crazy experience.
We're home.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
And it's just jaw-dropping.
Well, you're going back to Europe, am I right, this summer? Like, there's some more dates. So zip in. Where's the best Thai food in Europe? You haven't found it yet, maybe.
Antwerp has the best Chinese food.
See? This is why we meet.
Yeah, that was the best
Tip.
Chinese food I think I've ever had.
Right on. Well, anything more that you can tell us now before the full album's out? Maybe a little teaser about a song we don't yet have, but a great memory from recording. Something that this will live on the internet forever, and then we'll know once we have the full album, the context there.
There's a song at the end of the album that we kind of wrote based off of a certain Chicago liquor.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
My stomach churns just
Chicago.
thinking of the word.
The song that we just played was is going to be out next week. It's called "Can You Help Me?" and it's the first one where all three of us are trading off on verses, and kind of one of the first ones on the album that really came together in the beginning, kind of set the tone for the rest of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the whole third record experience, we all kind of like lost ourselves in doing it with no screens, really everyone paying attention to like arranging songs and stuff just kind of in your head. We had a whiteboard, which was really nice. That was like the oracle throughout that period.
Yeah, try to listen to it full through if you can. Just like find a time. It's nice. Turn it up a little bit. Yeah.
Don't have to tell me twice. I'm an album girly.
Hell
Like, I
yeah.
love the track listing, and just like you said, it was very intentional
That's awesome.
how it develops. Yeah.
And loud too, listen to it loud.
Yeah. Same. Yeah, my ears are bleeding just in this room.
Amazing.
There you
Can't
go.
wait to come to the club show tonight. Yeah, great. Not quiet, but The Thing, hard to Google. That's what Jason was saying about.
We're working on it.
Yeah,
The thing hard
no.
to Google.
But then you might as well make the third record self-titled. The Thing's The Thing, right?
We will defeat John Carpenter. We'll
World domination from New York City all the way across the world. Thanks to The Thing for being here in Nashville.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so
Thanks for
much.
having us.